Hey guys, hope everyone's doing good. I'm just gonna take you through my morning boxing work. As you can see in the title, I'm gonna do 1,000 days of martial arts again. Kind of rededicate myself to fighting, boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu. And here, this Wednesday morning, this was my first exercise I'm doing, and instead of spending 20 minutes on a video on explaining one technique or one style, I'm just going to kind of narrate a typical solo boxing drill and take what you want from it. You get to watch, you get some insight of what I'm doing. I think it'll be cool, so I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get it going. So here at Copus Boxing, it's pretty cool. They have a lot of agility based ladders and stuff around the gym, and I'm a huge fan of these. I always have been. This is a box ladder. There's 9 squares in the box. You can make this or design one of these in your home gym or your garage, and it's really good for kind of simulating like being in the pocket. And if you've ever watched a boxing fight before, that's pretty much where they end up. And no one wants to slug it out in a fight, but sometimes you have no choice, so you might as well get this done with early. At least that's kind of my philosophy with it. So as you can see, I'm just warming up my feet, ankles, hands, trying to get my brain and my body connected, using my peripheral vision to move around the square and try at least to touch each square a few times, switching from southpaw, orthodox, slipping, rolling, pop, pop, moving in and out. As you move out of the box, try throw that triple jab like I did a couple seconds ago. And when you're in, lots of head movement, lots of rolling. Simulate a fight, Oh, on my knees, there's another little hack for you, is a resistance band. These things are just amazing for getting blood to your hips and your knees, rather than jumping on a treadmill, which I think is just a horrible idea to start a workout. Just way too much impact. You're not warmed up yet. You're not coordinated. You're better off to get a band, some resistance bands, and just what you can do with these things in 10 minutes. Trust me, like, this is a 29-minute video, I think, but I'm going to be sweating after about 7 minutes with this band around my knees. So it's just an idea. I'll put the name of the band in the description. This one's really cool. It's like a cloth one, so it's really comfortable, but it's really strong. Usually I'd use these like kind of like those neon colored plastic ones, and sometimes they like melt in the sun or they snap off, everything imaginable. So yeah, I'm lucky I found this one. I'll put the description in the link below the video. Anyways, back to what I'm doing here. Just warming up, trying to get all my combos in before I put my gloves on and start hitting a bag, moving in and out. A lot of basics. 1-1-2, 1-1-2, moving around the square, trying to touch every every little square within the big square. And just flowing, having a good time. Yeah, I totally got a sweat on. I'm actually kind of flowing to a song by Rufus Du Sol called Inner Bloom. Super cool song, really flowy, nice, flowy melody. Just kind of trying to connect everything, my feet, hands, eyes, my central nervous system, getting everything going. Looks like that band is off. Here I kind of go a little more like karate style. You can tell I'm still kind of stiff in my hips. I'm not getting sinking down too low, but yeah, just using every part of the square to move around, visualize. That's a big thing when you're shadow boxing also, is just actually visualizing a situation or an opponent in front of you, or opponent walking you down and moving backwards. A lot of people, you see beginners, especially when they're shadow boxing, it's not that they're not doing it unmindfully, it's just they're not kind of actually visualizing and pretending someone is actually there in their face. So here's a different angle. That band is off, so I'm warmed up now and I'm moving a lot faster. Yeah, that's obvious, just snapping off punches. You guys got to remember, this is maybe only about 10 minutes into the workout now, and it's 9 in the morning, and I was quite tired. Like, I didn't have an energy drink or anything, maybe one coffee. So it just shows you how fast those bands can like warm up your body. And everyone has a different schedule, and they're busy. But I'm telling you, you really don't need to spend 20 to 35, 40 minutes on a treadmill to start your workouts. And no offense to the boxers who like to skip, but I honestly think skipping is pointless. Like, look at all the skill development I'm doing right now as my warm-up. Don't get me wrong, like, if you want to get shredded, skip every day for 100 days. I mean, but that's all you're going to get good at, is skipping. You're literally not building any sort of martial skill. But to each their own. I really love any sort of ladder drills and footwork with boxing and shadow boxing, because I just feel like I'm hitting everything right here. So now I moved over to the slip rope. This is another just fantastic, super basic tool to just simulate what it's actually like sparring or in a fight, and moving and feinting, slipping. I'm still a little tight in my hips, and you can't really tell from this angle, but the closer the rope is to the camera, it's actually lower than in the back there. So that's another little hack. As you're moving here, I'm going to come back to the rope now with the kind of Tyson bob and weave, and see I have to get really low. And I mean, after this, I'm going to be, I could probably jump into sparring right now after this drill if I really had to. I mean, I wouldn't want to today because not in the best shape, but if I really had to, for sure. So that just shows you, about 12 to 15 minutes, I'm ready to fight. And I think that's a good thing to kind of keep in mind that, like, in some sort of self-defense situation, if you're not like really spatially aware and notice a threat um, way before the bad situation happens, you don't have time to spend 40 minutes on a treadmill to warm up, If someone is bothering your girlfriend or is disrespectful to you or your loved ones, like, you might have to act like literally within 5 seconds. So this is kind of like an example of how you got to stay ready. And a warm up like this is like, it's perfect. I've probably thrown about 1,000 punches already in 15 minutes. Like, I'm ready to kill here. So, yeah. I think a lot of people are intimidated with when they go into boxing gyms, like beginners and stuff, thinking that they need to like go so hard at everything they do. But as you can see here, like, I don't even have my gloves on yet, and I've thrown probably over 1,000 punches. Moving fast, bobbing and weaving, visualizing. Trying my best not to run into that rope. It's really, really cool. You can set one of these up pretty much anywhere. Okay, anyways. Gloves are on. Now I'm on the bowling ball bag. And you can't see from this angle, but there's actually another ladder called the Webby ladder underneath my feet here. And it's like one of those agility ladders, but it's a circle. It's really good for fighting, and you can put it under a heavy bag or just use it on its own. And yeah, it's definitely a hack for range and distance and footwork. But here, same thing, not punching too hard, just picking my shots. That black metal pole right there is a lot closer to the bag than it looks. And I actually love when gyms have this. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time, like, any sort of altercation is annoying. And it's never just, besides, other than a combat sports situation where it's just you and an opponent with no interference really other than the referee, there's going to be stuff in the way, whether it's a pole or a wall, a curb, drunk people, you name it, right? So boxing in tight situations is super critical and important to get used to. That's why that box drill to start a workout is so important. And everything just kind of melts into the next drill. So here, moving around, flowing. See, I actually had to dodge that big heavy bag too. Just snapping off some jabs. Feeling good, nice little sweat on. Pop. Actually pretty happy with how strong my legs feel, considering I haven't done pretty much like any kickboxing in the last 6 months. Just playing hockey and doing the knees over toes stuff. A lot of slant board, and I bought some monkey feet, which were really cool. I feel like my legs are just like oak trees right now. So they're able to carry around my big belly and that big tree trunk torso of mine. But the more I box, that's gonna go away. So I threw in some elbows there, working some uppercuts, slipping, moving, visualizing. These bowling ball bags are awesome because you can like roll and turn, slip and rip. See there, I think I looked down at my feet because I touched that ladder. Definitely one of my favorite bags to work. One of these kind of like wrecking ball style. So yeah, just this is where I live. This is what I live for right here. Visualizing, moving, finding my range, playing around, toying with my my prey, you know? Whoop. And this is a day in the life. Here and now I'm starting to just snap off just 1-2s, finding my left hand, because I'm going to get to that heavy bag in a bit, the big one there, and really start ripping shots. So just trying to connect my feet and my knees and my hips. Pop, pop. Oh, a little backwards elbow for the ladies. Whoop. A little bit of Neo from the Matrix. Here's a little bullet magic. Whoa. Bam, 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 bam. Having a good time. I'm actually listening to music in the gym now, but if I had my headphones in with an audiobook, a little bit of Ryan Holiday, some Marcus Aurelius, maybe a fighter biography, I'm living the dream. That's what I live for. Getting two birds stoned at once, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So just flowing here, snapping off that left hand with that pole right beside me. Actually have to be like careful, because if I hit that thing with my elbow, like funny bone central, you know? This clip, actually rewatched this video. I wish I would have started smashing this thing a little harder, but I don't think I had a drink of water yet. But that's all good too, you know? Like I said, you don't need to be ripping these bags full power, because no fight ever, guys are ripping constant power shots the whole fight. It's usually something sharp and accurate lands, and then they go in for the kill. So my style may look kind of just floaty and light, but it's extremely frustrating for my opponent, you know, because I'm always moving, switching stances, they think I'm going to touch them, and I just tap, tap, and then the power shot comes. It's deceptive, you know? I'm a big guy, so everyone thinks these big power shots are going to come, but I like to kind of keep it flowy and try move like a lightweight, you know? And I think that's That's a good tip for even beginners and anyone getting into fighting is precision over power and timing over speed, right? Was that McGregor's quote? Something like that. Precision beats power, timing beats speed. Don't quote me on that. Sorry for the name drop, but it's true. Here I move back into orthodox, and I'm just having a good time. I hope everyone can kind of like watch these videos and you see so many YouTube videos that are like 20 minutes long, and it's a guy showing you how to just block or oh, here's how you set up a right hook, and then he just blabbers forever. Well, and all you get out of it is one punch and one lesson after 20 minutes of your life gone. Not on this page. You're gonna see a full workout with dialogue, analysis. I'm no Faraz Zahabi. I'm no Conor McGregor, but I've been doing this for a long time, and take what you want out of it, Here's a nice little right hand here. Boom. Fake to the body, right, overhand right. And the more you watch these videos, if you don't like what I'm saying, or if you think I'm just talking a bunch of shit, just watch the technique, Take what you want from it. Trying to switch my stance. Back into southpaw. Moving. Here, I call these the Manny Pacquiao's, 4 in a row. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pum. Here it comes again. Pa-pa-pa-pum. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pum-pum. Then I start moving into them. Here, I'll do it again here. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, boom. Touch, touch. And I'm sure I'm gonna have some critics saying, "Oh, your hands are down all the time, and it's dangerous. Keep your hands up." You know what? I like kind of switching from a tall, strong defense to my hands down. Like I said, it's just deceptive. And I'm always changing, Shots just can come from anywhere. Here's the Pacquiao again. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom. Little bit of a Canelo roll there. Left hook. Like I said, nothing's ever perfect in this life, so don't expect your heavy bag work to be perfect all the time. Just get lots of reps in. A lot of touches, little spinning back fist there. Just having fun. I wish I could have my Apple Watch on, but these gloves are pretty tight around my wrists. But I'm sure, I gotta be getting at least like 10,000 steps in a workout like this. Maybe not 10,000, but quite a bit. So yeah, getting kind of thirsty here, you can probably tell. Still popping off shots, ripping shots. It's kind of what I did on the wrecking ball bag here, just really sinking into my hips. Pum pum. Pum pum. Pum pum. Pum pum. Pum pum. Pop pop. Whoop whoop. Alrighty, got some water. Now this is an awesome bag if you have a home gym or a garage gym. I mean, talk about a space saver. There's 5 different targets on it. It's unreal for switching stances, angles, rolling, touching. You can still smash it pretty hard. But yeah, these wall-mounted bags, they're everywhere in Thailand. That's where I kind of fell in love with them. And like I said, look, I'm just touch. Today was just a lot about just speed, um, hand-eye coordination, deceptive speed, you know? Touch, boom. That triple touch, that's so annoying for someone. They think a jab's gonna come and they get touched twice or 3 times, even 4 times on their gloves. And it's just overwhelming, you know? It's kind of like you're overwhelming their mind with options. And eventually when that happens, it's like just the straight shots that land. But this is also kind of like my style, you know? That deceptive volume for my size. Okay, like I said, back onto the knees over toe stuff. This has pretty much been my strength and conditioning for like the last year. My legs honestly feel like oak trees. I'm skating all the time again. I'm holding I think a 25-pound medicine ball, just like in a Muay Thai clinch grip. There I'm kind of doing like the famous knees over toes squats, just firing up my VMOs and my ligaments in my knees.